Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will explain how you can get this new Dragonriding mount from the trading post reward for the month of July, and you can probably get it in less than an hour to maximum 1 hour and a half by doing all the following activities. So as you can see, this is a really nice looking Dragonriding mount, and again, this is something, as you can see, that you can use anywhere in the Dragon House. So a really nice thing to get from the trading post for this month. And as you can see, the name of this one is this Grotto Netherwing Drake. One thing that is interesting for this mount though is the fact that you will need 1400 of the different points in order to unlock the mount. So it will take a little bit more time, but again, as you'll see, it's still pretty easy to get. So let's start. For the 200 first points, as always, what you want to do is either in Storwin or Orgrimmar or wherever you are at that moment is to win 15 pet battles. So you can again target level 1 pets, and like that, normally in just 5 minutes, maybe something like that, you will be able to complete the 15 pet battles, and then you will be rewarded with your first 200 points. Then, if you're playing on a horde character, you want to try and take the Zeppelin to go to the Stronghold Vale in order to then go to Storwin and to steal the Flame of Storwin. So this is something that is linked to the Midsummer Festival event. Just go there, you can easily steal the flame, you will receive this quest item, just accept the quest, and then you want to go inside the dungeon that is just next to it, and like that you can then use your Sunstone in order to then go to Valdrakken in the Dragon House. If you're playing on an Alliance character, what I would recommend you to do is either go to Mount Aegel, and from Mount Aegel you can very easily access Orgrimmar, or you can also use the boat to go to the Terramore Isle, and from here again you can very easily access Orgrimmar, and then you want to do exactly the thing in Orgrimmar. Please note that the flame is located just here in Orgrimmar, so just go here, and normally you will be able like that to steal the flame and pretty easily to just escape. For this one, later when you come back to Orgrimmar or Stormwind, and I would recommend you to do that at the end, you will simply have to complete the quest, and like that you will receive 150 points. So this is really nice, and you need to do it during this event. Then, once you're in Valdrakken, the first thing you want to do is complete the 2 crafting quests that are available at that moment. So you will need to have at least 2 professions. Again, you don't need to be very high in your professions. Just make sure to have the ones with the Dragon House. These quests are usually extremely easy, and you just need to buy a few materials from the auction house. It should not be too expensive. And normally like that, after completing the 2 quests, you will be able to receive 100 points as well. Then, as always, what I would recommend you to do is to go on another character. You want to send 10 personal crafting order requests to your main character. And like that, when you send the 10 requests and you log back in on your main character, you will be able to complete these different crafting orders. And after completing 5 of them, you will first receive 100 points. And then when completing 5 more, so 10 in total, you will then receive an extra 200 points. So in total, it's 300 points. Again, keep in mind, you can really select some very cheap items that you don't need a lot of materials for. And then like that, it's extremely easy to get 300 points. Then you want to buy on the auction house some of the different Fireflights. So these are some of the rockets that you can craft with engineering, and then you can use them to like basically throw all these different fireworks a little bit everywhere. So buy 40 of the cheapest one. Really right now, for instance, this is the bronze Firefly that is the cheapest. Then what you want to do is already just launch 10 in Valdrakken. So again, you just need to launch 10 of them, and you will already have half of the requirement to get an extra 50 points. Then you want to make sure to turn on War Mode on, and you want to go in Teldrassus, where right now there is one of the PvP world quests. So really just go there, and normally if you either create a group or join a group in just a few minutes, you should be able to complete this quest, and like that you will receive another 100 points. After that, as you are in Teldrassus, I would recommend you to go into the Algetar Academy dungeon, but you can do that in any of the dungeons in the Dragon House. Once you're inside, you just want to use 10 more of the different fireflights, and like that you will receive 50 points. Then what you want to do is go into the Zarlek Cavern. When you're here, I would recommend you to either try to do the world boss that is in the cavern. If there is no group, you can also do the one that is outside of the caverns in the Dragon House, but really it's easier if you do the one from the cavern. And when you do this world boss, you will receive another 100 points. After that, I would recommend you to go into the raid that is located in the Zarek Cavern. And when you enter the raid, you will be able to then use the Fireflight and you will receive 50 more points. You just need to use 10 of them. If you are not in a raid group at that moment, just join, for instance, all these other raid groups for the world boss and things like that. And normally, pretty easily, you should be able to be in a raid group and to then enter the raid. Then what you want to do is go and participate in the event in the middle of the map, the Researcher Under Fire. You can do that, for instance, before going into the raid if this event is up at that moment. And when you're there, you just want to kill 50 creatures from the Researcher Under Fire, so this is pretty easy. You can go into the research like groups and try to find a group for that. You just want to go in custom search, and then here you want to type research, and usually you will find a lot of groups. And like that, again, you will be able to get 100 points when killing 50 of these different creatures. After that, if you have everything in order to create some of the different Shadow Flame crates and everything, I would recommend you to do it because if you create 3 of them, you will receive 150 points. But if you're someone like me that doesn't have all the different materials at that moment, then as you'll see, there are other ways to get these over points. So after that, all you want to do really is go and use your garrison sunstone. And as soon as you're in your garrison, you can either go inside your garrison or just on the shore, wherever you are, whether it's the Alliance one or Horde one. And then like that, you want to fish 50 fish in total. So just make sure to have, the different things you need to fish and also to have the profession unlocked. And when you fish 50 of them, you will be able to get 100 more points. Then, as soon as you're done, what you can do is use your Dalaran Sunstone. And when you are in Dalaran, the one from the Legion version, what you want to do is fish another 50 fish. Here, just a few important points. I tried to go into Dalaran, and normally for overachievements, you were able to fish into these little green pools, and you would be able like that to get 50 fish very rapidly, but it doesn't work here. Also, if you were thinking of going in Argus and try to get the Mount Pond Nettle, unfortunately it won't count because all the different items you will fish are gray items that doesn't count for the 50 fish achievement. So what I would recommend you to do is either go directly just under Dalaran, and here you can fish very easily in the sea. Or there is also there is the little pond where there is the more gross reputation. It could be great if you don't have this reputation yet, because like that you will be able to receive a specific currency, the drone mana, and you can then use these different drone mana in order to increase your reputation with this guy. And when you reach a certain level with 100 of this drone mana, you will be able to buy a mount. So that can be a nice way to increase a little bit while you do this 50 fish in the Legion area. And after that, you will again receive 50 points when you're done with that. Then after that, you just want to go back to either Stormwind or Orgrimmar, so you can either use a Sunstone, you can also go back to Dalaran and use the portal that is there, or you can also use your Cloak of Coronation from your guild, and like that you will be in your main capital. As soon as you arrive, you want to use your last Fireflights, and like that you will be able to get another 50 points. And then after that, you just want to complete the quest for stealing the flame in the other city, either Orgrimmar or Stormwind. Again, just open your map and you will see there is this question mark. And when you complete the quest, you will receive another 150 points. And normally it should be enough for you to then get the 1,400 points. Then all you want to do is go back where there is the training post, open the chest, and like that you will unlock the Dragonriding mount with this mount. So again, it should normally take you maybe 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, depending on how lucky you are with some of the things. But again, it's very easy. And then as you can see, you will be able to get this really, really, really nice mount. And definitely it's nice to have something different that you can use in the Dragon House with your dragon riding capacity. And as you can see, you will be able to actually customize also this mount. So here you can go on Warhead and see all the different customizations. Some of them are really nice. You can also add different type of armors and everything. So it's a really nice mount. Hopefully they'll do even more with that. But again, something very easy to get right now. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you will be able to get this new dragon riding mount really easily. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great weekend. Bye!